So, what is your best piece of advice as podcasters to the podcasters who are not quite where you are yet?
Wow, what would you say?
Um, be yourself. Don't try to be something that you're not. Uh, know who your audience is. Go for that audience. And even if it's two people, it's two people, but you don't want to be you can't be something you aren't. Is what I think, like you said, people relate to us because we're authentic, we get along with each other, we have good chemistry, and we're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Some people want, the more of the Kardashian thing, the more of the sensational stuff, the more of the personal stuff, and there are hundreds of podcasts out there for that, but we can't be that. We can only be who we are. So if you're starting a podcast, you got to be who you are and know what you want to communicate. So
Yeah.
that would be my advice.
Well,
Very
yeah, and what I agree with that, of course, and what I would add to that is um, do it because it's fun. In other words, if it isn't fun, you might want to consider trying something else.
And I also want to say, I'm the Ed McMahon to his Johnny Carson. I mean, we're doing this podcast. We're not doing it because of me. We're doing it because he's a couples therapist. And he likes to say, and I'm the real person. So so I'm there to be the support. I'm here to be the sidekick. I'm not here to be the star of it,
Yeah.
because this really isn't, my expertise and my background. That's not where I'm coming from. But I think I'm here to, lend you
Yeah.
the support that you need and to be the other person to bounce off ideas.
Yeah, and that that's I was going to mention that. That's a really important point. In terms of doing it with someone, that can be a tricky kind of dynamic if you're not both okay with it. Because there's this sense which, what I had to deal with, and still sometimes I worry about, gee, it feels, I want it to be equal,
Mm.
but in that respect, it isn't.
It's not equal.
It's not, and we both know
the
that.
episodes like when he's talking to therapists, and it's like, I'm fine to sit back because I know what my role is in this, and I'm not a therapist, so I'm not gonna, I'll chime in and I'll ask the questions that I think real people want to ask, because sometimes they'll go off on their little therapist tangent,
Yeah.
and it's like,
right.
Yeah, when we nerd out, and well, that's why I say you're the real person.